Alright, welcome to experiment 1 of your groundwater lab. We've got 3 different types of soil mediums, A, B, and C. You can see we've got about the same quantity in each one, and we're going to put the same quantity of water in each one. You're going to need a stopwatch or your iPhone or even a regular wristwatch to time the minutes and the seconds it takes for the fluid to flow through the medium or the soil type. So I'm going to add 200 milliliters of water into the first soil type. We'll call it A. It's a topsoil. And as soon as I start pouring, start your timer. And then when I say stop, and it's reduced to a drip, stop your timer, and then we'll measure how much water actually came out. Ready? Start your timer. You can see fluids resting on top of the soil here. So we're waiting for that water to filter through. So we talked about porosity and permeability, or you read about it, and hopefully you heard about it in your lecture series as well. So porosity, we remember, is the percentage of open spaces within the rock or soil. Those open spaces are filled with air unless you introduce water or any other liquid medium, and then they're filled with the liquid. So what's happening here is the water is filling those spaces, and as it fills them, it's able to pass through, and liquid passing through would be permeable, right? So you can see this is barely dripping. I don't know if you can see the drips. We've just got drips coming out. So for permeability, what would you think? Would you think that's highly permeable, a low permeability, or maybe a medium permeability? Judging from the fact that the liquid is moving so slowly through, I would think that's probably it's a low permeability, right? I've still got liquid sitting on top. Hopefully you can see it when I turn the bottle. There's still water on top of this. Apparently my cat wants to be in the video for some reason. Baby Louise, go on. Alright, we've still got a few drips coming out, but not much. There's a lot of liquid still on top. You can see when I turn it this way, you can see the liquid still. But I think we're going to call that, so go ahead and stop your timer. Then I'm going to measure how much water actually came through that soil type. Now remember, we put in 200 milliliters. And we got out just about 50. I'm going to go ahead and refill our graduated beaker to 200. And let's try this again with soil type B. Now, soil type B is a well-sorted sand, much like a beach sand or a play sand. Are you ready with your timer? Go ahead and start your timer. Now notice what's happening with this. You can see it changing color, right? Think about what's happening there. You can see the water sitting on top of the soil, and then the soil gradually changing color as the water makes its way through. And it's not even dripping yet. You can see it's still filling the bottom. Still changing the color of the sand, filling those pore spaces with water. And now it's dripping. Honey, she really doesn't meow much until I turn on a video camera, and then all of a sudden she's meowing. So you can see we still got a pretty good drip going. Very little liquid left on top. We'll give it another second or so here. Shush. This one's still dripping pretty good, so let's give it a little bit. Okay, I think it seems to have slowed down. So you can see on this one we don't have any water left on top, right? Where the other one we still had some sloshing around on top. Go ahead and stop your timers, by the way. No water left on top. Let's measure and see how much we got out. we got about 70 milliliters out of that one. So just a little bit more, about 20 milliliters more. Alright, let's go ahead and try this last one. Right on the money. Alright, so let's see what C does. This is kind of like a pea gravel kind of mix. You ready with your timer? Go ahead and start your timer. Oh, you can hear that one coming right out. Okay, this one's down to a really slow drip, so go ahead and stop your timer. Let's see what we got out of that. We get 170 milliliters out of that one. So go ahead and use the experiment we just did that you just saw, as well as the times that you just got from the different mediums. Remember, different soil types is soil type A was your first one, B was your second, and C was your third. And go ahead and try to answer those questions that you have in e-learning. And if you have any questions about that or having any problems with it, please contact your TA. See you in the next video.